Welcome to our deep dive. Today we're swirling into the world of chakras.
Ooh, I love that. Swirling. Yeah, that's a good one.
I figured we needed something a little more dynamic than exploring.
I like it. It really captures that sense of energy, right? Because chakras are all about energy, these spinning energy centers.
Exactly. And we've got a lot to unpack today. Ancient symbolism, modern takes. It's going to be fascinating. So where do we even begin?
Well, I think it's helpful to think of chakras as these bridges.
Bridges?
Yeah, they bridge the gap between our physical body and what's often called the subtle body. You know, that energetic blueprint that influences our health.
Right. That makes sense. So they're connecting our physical selves with our energetic selves.
Exactly. And each chakra, you can almost picture it like a spinning wheel of energy.
Okay, I like that. Spinning wheels.
Each one vibrates at a different frequency and influences different aspects of our lives.
So where do we start? How many of these spinning wheels were we talking about?
7 main chakras, and we'll journey through them together, starting from the base of the spine and working our way upwards.
Okay, lead the way.
All right, so first up, we have the root chakra, or Muladhara in Sanskrit.
Muladhara, okay. And where is this one located?
Right at the base of the spine. Think of it like the roots of a tree.
Gotcha. Grounding us.
Exactly. It's about feeling safe, secure, stable in our bodies and in our lives, like those roots anchoring a tree.
So if the root chakra is all about that grounded feeling, what happens when it's blocked? What do we see?
Well, you might feel anxious or fearful, like you can't quite find your footing.
Ungrounded.
Yeah, ungrounded, exactly. Maybe having trouble focusing or making decisions.
Oh, wow. And would this manifest physically, too?
Absolutely. You might see digestive issues, lower back pain, even problems with your feet and legs.
Wow, so it really impacts us on multiple levels.
It does. It really does. And on the flip side, if the root chakra is overactive, you might become overly materialistic or possessive, even resistant to change.
Oh, interesting. So it's about finding that sweet spot, right? That balance.
Exactly. Balance is key with all of the chakras. And our source material gives us some fascinating insights into how we can actually work with these chakras to achieve that balance.
Well, let's dive into those insights.
Yeah.
What are some things we can do to nourish and balance the root chakra?
Well, food is a great place to start. For the root chakra, think grounding foods. Things that grow downwards into the earth.
Oh, I see. So like root vegetables.
Yes. Potatoes, carrots, beets, turnips, they literally help to ground our energy.
That's fascinating. So it's not just about what we eat, but also the energy of the food itself.
Exactly. And protein-rich foods like beans and lentils are great too. They provide that sustained energy and nourishment.
Okay, so food is one way. What about yoga? I know different poses can influence different energy centers.
Absolutely. For the root chakra, you want poses that ground our energy, poses that create a sense of stability.
Like what?
Well, think child's pose, where you're all curled up, connected to the earth. Or mountain pose, standing tall and strong.
I can see how those would be really grounding.
Right. And then there's essential oils.
Oh, yes, those are always a favorite. So which scents resonate with the root chakra?
Think grounding scents. Things like patchouli, cedarwood, vetiver.
Those all smell so earthy and grounding. And what do those oils actually do?
They have a calming effect on the nervous system, help to alleviate anxiety, really help promote feelings of security.
So we've got food, yoga, essential oils. What else can we use?
Well, our source material also talks about the power of mantras.
Right. Mantras, those repeated sounds or phrases that can shift energy and mindset.
Exactly. For the root chakra, the mantra is, I am grounded, safe, and supported.
That's a great mantra. I can see how repeating those words could really make a difference. Okay, so we've explored the root chakra, our foundation. What's next?
Moving upwards, we come to the sacral chakra, or Svadhisthana in Sanskrit.
Svadhisthana.
It's located in the lower abdomen, just below the navel.
Okay, so we're moving up from the base of the spine to the lower abdomen. And what's the energy of this chakra all about?
This one is all about creativity, passion, joy, and our connection to pleasure.
Ooh, sounds juicy.
It is. It's that center of creative energy and our ability to experience life fully.
I like it. So what happens when it's blocked? What are some signs?
Well, you might feel creatively blocked, uninspired, or lacking in passion. You might have trouble connecting with your emotions.
Okay, and what about physically?
Yeah, physically, you might experience lower back pain, menstrual cramps, or even urinary tract infections.
Wow, so a blocked sacral chakra can really put a damper on our enjoyment of life.
Yeah.
What about when it's overactive?
An overactive sacral chakra can manifest as emotional volatility or addictive behaviors.
Okay, so too much of a good thing can be a problem as well.
Exactly. It's all about balance, remember?
Right, finding that sweet spot. So how do we nourish and balance the sacral chakra?
Well, with food, the source material suggests focusing on juicy, orange-colored foods.
Okay, so we're thinking bright colors and flavors.
Yes, oranges, mangoes, peaches, sweet potatoes. Foods with a vibrant energy that resonates with the sacral chakra. Sweet and spicy flavors like cinnamon, ginger, and cardamom can also be really helpful.
It's like we're eating sunshine. What about yoga poses?
For the sacral chakra, poses that open up the hips and pelvis are key. We often store emotional blockages related to creativity and sexuality in our hips. So poses like pigeon pose, goddess pose, even hip circles can help release those blockages.
It's amazing how our physical bodies and our energetic bodies are so interconnected. What about essential oils for the sacral chakra?
Oils like ylang yang, sandalwood, and orange are all great. They can enhance creativity, enhance sensuality, and help promote feelings of joy and well-being.
And I'm guessing there's a mantra for the sacral chakra.
There is. It's I embrace my creativity and passion.
I embrace my creativity and passion. I love that. Okay, we've grounded ourselves with the root chakra, and we've tapped into our creativity with the sacral chakra. What's next?
Next, we have the solar plexus chakra, or Manipura in Sanskrit. This one is located in the upper abdomen.
All right, the solar plexus. I know I've heard of that one.
Yeah.
What does it represent?
Think of it as your powerhouse, the center of personal power, self-esteem, and willpower. It's about taking action, setting boundaries.
Ooh, that sounds like a really important one. So what happens when it's blocked?
Well, you might feel powerless, indecisive, or lacking in self-confidence. You might struggle with self-doubt or have trouble asserting yourself.
Okay, and what about physically?
Physically, you might experience digestive issues, fatigue, or low energy.
It sounds like a blocked solar plexus can really hold you back.
It can. It's like your inner fire has been dimmed. And then on the other hand, an overactive solar plexus can manifest as a need for control, perfectionism, even aggression.
So finding that balance is really key. What can we do to nourish and balance the solar plexus?
Well, for food, think yellow. Yellow foods.
Yellow. Okay, what kind of yellow foods are we talking about?
Things like bananas, lemons, corn, yellow peppers. They have that vibrant, sunny energy that resonates with the solar plexus.
It's like eating sunshine. I love that. And are grains good for the solar plexus too? Because I'm getting those yellow vibes from rice and oats,
Yes. Grains are fantastic. They provide sustained energy, which is really important for that willpower and action aspect of the solar plexus.
Okay, what about yoga poses?
For the solar plexus, you want poses that strengthen the core.
Ah, that makes sense.
It's-
Core strength, inner strength.
Exactly. Poses like boat pose, plank pose, warrior the third, they all engage those core muscles.
Yeah, what about essential oils for the solar plexus?
Oils like lemon, rosemary, and ginger are great for this chakra. They can boost energy levels, improve focus, and promote feelings of empowerment.
I love those oils. And what's the mantra for the solar plexus?
I am powerful and confident.
I am powerful and confident. Yes, okay, I love that. We've grounded ourselves with the root chakra, tapped into our creativity with the sacral chakra, and now we're feeling empowered with the solar plexus. What an incredible journey.
It is, isn't it? And we've only just begun. We've got 4 more chakras to explore.
I'm ready. But before we move on, what stands out to you from these first 3 chakras? What are you noticing?
I'm struck by how each chakra really influences such different aspects of our lives and how imbalances can show up in such diverse ways.
I agree. It's amazing, isn't it? It really highlights how interconnected everything is. Our physical health, our emotions, our energy, it's all connected.
Exactly. And understanding these connections can give us so much insight into ourselves and how we can live healthier, more fulfilling lives.
I'm excited to explore the rest of the chakras and see what other insights we uncover. All right, we're back and ready to dive into the upper chakras.
Yes, we've got 4 more to explore.
We laid a solid foundation with the root, sacral, and solar plexus. Now we're moving into those more, what's the word?
Ethereal.
Yeah, ethereal, spiritual themes, love, communication, intuition, connection to something bigger.
Exactly. And you'll notice as we explore these upper chakras how they actually build upon those lower chakras.
Oh, interesting. So it's all connected?
It is like a beautiful tapestry, woven together by these energy centers.
I love that. Okay, so which chakra are we starting with in this upper realm?
Let's begin with the heart chakra, or Anahata in
The
Sanskrit.
heart chakra. Okay, located where?
Right in the center of the chest.
Of course. It seems like everybody's talking about the heart chakra these days. What's so special about it?
Well, it's often considered the bridge between the lower and upper chakras.
The bridge, huh?
Yeah, connecting our earthly experiences with our spiritual aspirations.
I like that. So when the heart chakra is balanced, what do we experience?
Love. Pure, unconditional love for ourselves and others. Deep empathy, forgiveness, acceptance.
This was beautiful.
Yeah.
Unconditional love. I think we could all use a little more of that in the world. So what happens when the heart chakra is blocked?
You might feel closed off, isolated, unable to give or receive love freely.
Holding on to grudges.
Yes. Struggling with forgiveness, or maybe having difficulty trusting others.
So it can really impact our relationships, huh?
Absolutely. And physically, you might experience heart palpitations, chest pain, or problems with your lungs and circulatory system.
Wow. So a blocked heart chakra can really create a sense of disconnection, both physically and emotionally.
Exactly. And if it's overactive, it can lead to codependency, pouring all your energy into others at the expense of your own well-being.
Ah, that's a good point. So it's about finding that balance, right? Giving and receiving love, but also having healthy boundaries for ourselves.
Exactly. So let's talk healing techniques. What can we do to nourish and balance the heart chakra?
Okay, I'm ready. What does our source material say?
Well, the heart chakra is associated with the color green, so think green foods.
Green foods for the heart chakra makes sense. Give me some examples.
Leafy greens, avocados, green apples, these foods are packed with nutrients that support cardiovascular health.
Right, which is directly related to the energy of the heart. It's all connected. Okay, what about yoga poses?
You want heart-opening poses. Think back bends like camel pose, wheel pose, or even a simple bridge pose.
Okay, opening up the chest.
Yeah. Create space for love and compassion to flow.
I like it. What about essential oils? Any favorites for the heart chakra?
Oils like rose, geranium, and jasmine are all beautiful for the heart chakra. They can help to promote feelings of love, compassion, and forgiveness.
Oh, I love those scents. They're also soothing and uplifting. And what's the mantra for the heart chakra?
The mantra is, I love and am loved.
I love and am loved. I can feel my heart opening just hearing those words. Okay, so we've opened our hearts. Now where do we go?
Moving upwards from the heart chakra, we arrive at the throat chakra, or Vishuddha in Sanskrit.
Vishuddha, okay.
Located right in the throat area, governs communication, self-expression, and speaking our truth.
Ooh, this one's big for me. I'm always working on expressing myself more clearly.
It's an important one. So when the throat chakra is blocked, you might find it hard to speak your truth.
Yeah, I can see that. Holding back, not feeling confident. What else?
You might feel misunderstood or shy or even afraid to speak up. And then physically, maybe a sore throat, hoarseness, or thyroid problems.
So a blocked throat chakra can make it hard to share your voice with the world.
Yes, exactly. And an overactive throat chakra can show up as gossiping, interrupting others, or dominating conversations.
Oh, interesting. So it's about finding that balance between speaking your truth and also being a good listener.
Yes, it's a two-way street, communication. Okay, so how do we nourish and balance the throat chakra?
What do we eat?
The throat chakra is associated with the color blue, so think blue foods.
Blue foods, like what?
Blueberries, blackberries, blue corn, they can actually help support healthy thyroid function.
Okay, blue foods for the throat chakra. I'm liking this color theme. And how about yoga poses?
Poses that stretch and open the neck are great for the throat chakra. Things like fish pose, lion's breath, or even simple shoulder rolls.
Releasing that tension. Right?
Exactly. And for essential oils, eucalyptus, peppermint, and chamomile can be really helpful.
Oh, I love those. They're so soothing for the throat. And what's the mantra for the throat chakra?
The mantra is, I speak my truth with clarity and confidence.
I speak my truth with clarity and confidence. I'm going to add that one to my daily routine. Okay, we've opened our hearts. We've found our voice. What's next?
Moving upwards from the throat chakra, we come to the third eye chakra, or ajna in Sanskrit.
Ajna, okay.
This chakra is located in the center of the forehead, between the eyebrows.
The third eye. This one sounds mysterious.
It is. It's the center of intuition, inner wisdom, and spiritual insight, seeing beyond the physical world.
Okay, definitely getting those mystical vibes.
Yeah.
What happens when the third eye chakra is blocked?
Well, you might experience confusion, indecision, lack of clarity. You might have trouble trusting your intuition.
And physically?
You might see headaches, eye strain, or problems with your sinuses.
So it's like our perception, both inner and outer, gets clouded.
Exactly. And an overactive third eye chakra can lead to hallucinations or delusions. an over-reliance on intuition to the point of neglecting logic.
Oh, wow. So it's about finding that balance again, isn't it, between intuition and logic?
Yes, integrating those two aspects of ourselves. So how do we balance the third eye chakra?
What do we got?
Well, the third eye chakra is associated with the color indigo. So think indigo-colored foods.
Indigo, all right. That's a fun one. Like,
Things like blueberries, purple grapes, eggplant.
oh, that makes sense. Brain food.
Exactly. They support brain health and cognitive function. And for yoga poses, anything that helps to calm the mind and focus our attention.
So more meditative poses.
Yes. Child's pose, downward facing dog, even just closing your eyes and focusing on the breath.
Bringing the attention inwards.
Yeah.
All right, what about essential oils for the third eye?
Oils like lavender, frankincense, and sandalwood can be very helpful for the third eye chakra.
Oh, I love those. They're so grounding and centering.
They are. They help promote relaxation, intuition, and that spiritual connection. And the mantra for the third eye chakra is, I trust my intuition.
I trust my intuition. Yes, I love that one. Okay, we've opened our hearts, found our voice, tapped into our intuition. We're really moving up in our energy here. What's the final chakra on our journey?
From the third eye, we ascend to the crown chakra, or Sahasrara in Sanskrit.
Sahasrara, okay.
This chakra is located at the crown of the head.
The crown of the head, that makes sense. And what does this one represent?
It represents our connection to the divine spiritual enlightenment, that sense of oneness with the universe.
Wow, that sounds pretty expansive, like the ultimate destination on our chakra journey.
It is. When the crown chakra is balanced, we experience a profound sense of peace, purpose, and connection to something greater than ourselves.
That sounds amazing. So what happens when the crown chakra is blocked?
You might feel lost, confused, disconnected from your spiritual path, struggling to find meaning.
That sounds really tough. What about physically?
Headaches, migraines, insomnia, things like that. And if it's overactive, you might experience spiritual addictions.
Spiritual addiction. What does that mean?
It's when you're so focused on spiritual pursuits that you neglect your physical needs or responsibilities.
Ah, I see. So it's about finding that balance again, right? Grounded spirituality.
Exactly. Honoring both our spiritual and earthly selves.
Okay, so how do we nourish and balance the crown chakra?
Well, the crown chakra is associated with the color violet.
Violet. Okay, I'm seeing a pattern here. What are some violet foods?
Blueberries, purple grapes, figs. Again, they're really good for the brain.
Those blueberries keep popping up. They must be super chakra friendly.
They are. And for yoga poses, think poses that bring the crown of the head towards the earth.
Oh, interesting. Like what?
Child's pose, downward facing dog, standing forward bend.
Calming the mind.
Exactly. And for essential oils, frankincense, myrrh, and lavender are all beautiful for the crown chakra.
Those are some of my favorites. So relaxing and peaceful.
They are. They really help to enhance that spiritual connection. And the mantra for the crown chakra is, I am connected to the divine.
I am connected to the divine. Wow, what a powerful mantra to end our chakra journey with.
Isn't it beautiful?
It is. We've explored all 7 chakras, and it's amazing to see how they all work together to create this, balanced energy system.
Yeah.
Like an orchestra.
Yes. Each chakra playing its own unique note, and when they're all in harmony, we experience that beautiful symphony of well-being.
That's a perfect analogy. What stands out to you from our exploration of these upper chakras?
I'm just really fascinated by how they connect us to something larger than ourselves, Whether it's love, communication, intuition, or that spiritual connection, it's a beautiful reminder that we're all part of something much greater.
I love that. It's like we're zooming out and seeing the bigger picture. Well, this has been an amazing exploration. And in part 3, we're going to delve even deeper. We're back for the final part of our chakra deep dive.
Part 3.
We made it.
I know. It's been quite a journey through those 7 chakras.
It really has.
Yeah.
But, as fascinating as all this is, I'm wondering, why does it matter? Why should our listeners even care about chakras?
Yeah, that's a great question. A lot of people think of chakras as just this woo-woo esoteric concept. But I think what's so interesting is how these ancient ideas actually connect with our modern understanding of the mind-body connection.
Oh, interesting. Okay, tell me more about that.
Well, for example, our source material highlights how imbalances in our chakras can actually manifest as physical ailments.
Wait, really? So we're not just talking about feeling emotionally off or mentally foggy. We're talking about actual physical symptoms.
Exactly. Remember how we talked about chakras being these spinning wheels of energy? Well, energy flows through our bodies, and when that flow is disrupted or blocked, it can create all sorts of imbalances.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So can you give me some specific examples, like how might a blocked chakra show up in the body?
Sure. Let's take the sacral chakra, for instance. Remember, that one's located in the lower abdomen.
Yeah, it's all about creativity, passion, pleasure.
Right. And when it's blocked, you might see things like reproductive issues, lower back pain, even urinary problems.
Wow, that's pretty powerful. So it's like our physical body is mirroring what's happening energetically.
Exactly. And another example is the throat chakra. That one's all about communication and self-expression.
Right.
And when it's blocked, you might experience a sore throat, thyroid imbalances, or even neck pain.
It's like our bodies are trying to tell us something, you know, giving us these clues about what's going on beneath the surface.
I love that. It's like those little whispers from our bodies.
Okay, so if we're noticing these physical symptoms, what can we do to address those underlying energy imbalances?
Well, that's where those techniques we talked about come in: the food, the yoga, essential oils, mantras.
Right.
Each of those practices can help to nourish and balance those chakras.
Bring them back into alignment.
Exactly. And I'm remembering that quote from our source material from B.J. Palmer. He said, "The power that made the body heals the body."
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Right. I think it speaks to the fact that we all have this incredible healing capacity within us.
Okay.
And by understanding our chakras, we can actually tap into that power.
So for someone who's listening and they're like, okay, I'm ready to give this chakra healing thing a try, where do I start? What would you say?
I think a great starting point is the chakra alignment test that's mentioned in our source material.
Oh, yeah, the chakra alignment test.
It's a simple self-assessment, and it can really help you figure out which chakras might need a little extra love.
Right. So it helps you kind of pinpoint where those imbalances might be.
Exactly. And the source material also has these great journaling prompts that can help you go even deeper.
Journaling prompts, yeah. I love those.
It's a really powerful way to explore those chakras and see how they're showing up in your life.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground today. We've explored all 7 chakras. We've talked about healing techniques, and we've even touched on the mind-body connection. As we wrap up this deep dive, what's the one thing you want our listeners to remember? What's the big takeaway message?
I think the most important thing is that by understanding your chakras and working with them, you can unlock this powerful system for self-healing and well-being.
It's empowering, right?
It is. It's not about achieving some kind of perfect state of chakra alignment, but it's about creating balance.
Yeah.
It's about listening to your body and really living a more vibrant life.
I love that. So even if you're just starting out with this whole chakra thing, don't be intimidated.
No, absolutely not. Just start small.
Yeah, incorporate some of the things we talked about today. Eat some chakra balancing foods, try a yoga pose, diffuse some essential oils, maybe even start repeating a mantra. Little things can make a big difference over time.
Exactly. And if this deep dive has sparked your curiosity, I really encourage you to check out that source material. There's so much more to learn.
Well, thank you so much for sharing all of your wisdom with us today. This has been an amazing exploration of the chakras.
It's been my pleasure.
And to our listeners, thank you for joining us on this fascinating journey. Until next time, keep seeking, keep exploring, and keep diving deep.